Top 5 mental abilities. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Mobile Trash. We are back with some more college football 25 content. One of my favorite games that I'm really excited to play. I'm really having a blast playing that game. One of my favorite gaming series of all times. But we're not going to get into that today, all right? We're going to be talking about the top 5 mental abilities. Now, something new with college football is now they have these like mental abilities. This can impact you when you're playing Road to Glory or you're on Dynasty and you're building your team up. When you're building your team up, it's really important that you pick out these mental abilities and you really drop them down and you make sure you recruit the players that got these abilities so you can get really good on the game, so you can really do your thing. I really enjoyed that. It's kind of like it's kind of funny because it's kind of like when you're playing Dynasty or whatever, it's kind of like you're building like you're kind of building your like team up. And what do I mean by that? It's kind of like a Destiny game. Like you got to build your team is your build basically, because you got all these abilities that can really impact the game and really, turn things around. So we're going to be going over the top 5 mental abilities, and I think the abilities that you should that I think that should be a priority to your team, and that you should really consider, these abilities in your mind when you're looking at your prospects and you're trying to find new players for your team and really putting that together. So yeah, let's go over the top 5 mental abilities, and yeah, let's have a good time. I mean, not much to say here. We're about to get straight into this sucker. I got 5 abilities that I want to go over. We're going to go from 5 to 1. And yeah, guys, if you're new here, if you're on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you follow, make sure you turn on notifications, because we're dropping new college football 25 content all the time. We're going to be dropping it all weekend, all week. So make sure you get ready for that. And yeah, guys, let's not waste too much time in here. Let's get started. All right, let's start off with number 5. Number 5, I'm going to go with clutch kicker. And what is clutch kicker? How could it improve your team? And how could it make your team overall better? If you're playing Road to Glory, if you're playing Dynasty, maybe you want to be a kicker in Road to Glory. I don't know who would be, but, I'm not going to judge, all right? You could be anything, all right? But now, kicking is a very important thing in football, especially college football now, because used to a long time ago when you played NCAA football or you played this or you played that or blah, 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 guys, let me tell you something. Kicking is all important now because everything affects your kicking. If you mess up once, your kicker's going to have that low morale. He's going to have that, got yelled at the coach, all right? He's not going to be kicking so good, all right? Another thing, too, is that when you're in a clutch situation and you need to put 3 points on the board, guys, it is really hard to put 3 points on the board when you're kicking, when the crowd is going crazy. It's 4th down. Maybe you need to do a 40-yard field goal. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble saying stuff right now, but I am. Sorry about that. But yeah, when you want to get this field goal off, you need that last 3 points to tie up the game or win the game or whatever. It's really hard, when the crowd is going crazy, especially when you're playing on, on a loud stadium. When you're going against LSU or Texas A&M, or you're going against Michigan and stuff like that, the crowd's going to be roaring. Your kicking is going to be a little bit messed up. So having clutch kicker, let's go into what this is. Clutch kicker, it's a slightly easier accuracy and timing on the field. Timing on field goals with 2 or less minutes remaining. Moderately easier accuracy timing on field goals with 2 or less minutes remaining, and it's also one of the good things about this ability too is that it gets better over time. Now there's bronze, there's silver, and there's gold. And one of the great things about this is that you can get that good accuracy even if it's like 2 minutes left and you need a score on the 4th quarter. Your accuracy is not going to be all messed up or split up. Now, it could still be a chance of that happening, but You know, especially if you only got it on bronze. But if you can get that ability upgraded to silver or gold or whatever, and really come together with that, I think it'd just be an overall better thing for you. Now, here's what I'm gonna say about this though. If it's on bronze, it's most likely would not come into play. And what do I mean by that? All these games, they always need you to level up. They always need you to grind for something. And grinding for that prestige level is a thing for the mental abilities. It's very important to get those up. Silver or gold or whatever. Silver is just going to increase it to happen more. And gold too. But it can still not happen. And that would suck, you know. Second quarter, you need your mental ability to come in clutch. And it doesn't happen. And you don't have better accuracy. So to really solidify that really happening, you know, bronze is not the way you want to go. You don't want to keep it on bronze if you have clutch kicker. So that's another good thing too. Make sure you're upgrading. Make sure you're making sure this ability is going past bronze, because the higher it is, the most likely it'll happen. The more chance of it actually happening on the field while you're playing the game. And that's really important for clutch situations, all right? It's in the name. Clutch kicker, all right? Now, guys, look, Ultimate Team's been kicking my ass. I can't even lie, all right? But I can't. The packs, they're so addicting. They're just so gosh darn dang addicting. It's absolutely losing my gosh darn dang mind. I mean, my bank account is screaming at me, stop buying packs. But I can't stop. It's just... There's just great packs. I'm like, what can I say? They're just that amazing. They're just that good. I mean, I love the goddamn... Now, let's go into number 4 of the mental abilities. Number 4, I'm really, really wanting, you know, y'all to really understand something here, and something that you should really, really, you know, keep in mind of this ability, and you should really utilize it. What is this ability? What's on number 4? Number 4 is going to be Field General. Now, Field General is really, really important, because a lot of the time, quarterback, if your quarterback has no space, or let's say this, you're doing a quick pass, all right? You're up in there with your snap, all right? You're up in there with the nose guard and stuff like that. You're sitting there, you're like, oh, blah, 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 you're waiting and stuff like that. You know, you're getting ready to snap the ball. It does not matter. It doesn't matter how fast your wide receivers are or how fast you can get the ball off. When you got 4 or 5 DBs and corners coming at you with a blitz, it's not looking too so good. And you don't have enough space. You don't even have enough space to even get out the way or throw the ball away or throw the ball quick. So this ability is really important if you really want to utilize your field advantage, if you really want to see what's going around here. Now, what is Field General? When on schedule, the moderate ability, you can see post-snap blitzers, and this is a good-ass ability because you can see the blitz. You can get a little peek into who's going to blitz at you, all right? Who's lined up to ready to come at you. There's always some QB sneaks. There's always a DB that's ready to come at you. There's always a DB on a team that's ready to break all the tackles off and come at you. And, you know, you can really utilize this because, let's say I am at that quick pass. You know, I'm doing a quick slant pass. You know, I want to disguise it as a run. I'm not going to disguise it as a run anymore if I have 3 or 4 DBs that are ready to break my line through. And this is really good if you want to make adjustments to the line, to the offensive line, and you want to back up, and maybe you want to do an audible. Maybe you want to back up and you want to get back, or maybe you want to throw the defense off. Maybe they're too focused on your quarterback. So hey, let's just do a little quick route. Let's do a little quick run route with the running back, and let's call it a day. Let's get those yards in. Let's confuse them just a little bit. But this can give you some offensive leadway of seeing what these defenders could do at you or what they're doing at you and stuff like that, because sometimes it's really hard to get the ball off. Maybe your quarterback's not the fastest quarterback you got, all right? So, you know, it's really good if you can just, you know, see around the field, see what's going on, and if you can see who's about to be blitzing you, and then you can make adjustments to the line. Maybe you can be like, hey, I need my linemen to keep the left side taken care of, because there's 4 blitzers right on the left ready to attack the left side. I need some people right there so I can back up and get enough space so I can throw off a pass and actually make that. So that's why I really stress that you should definitely get this ability up, and you should definitely keep this ability in mind, especially quarterbacks. Please, if you're a quarterback and you have a really good quarterback, make sure they got an ability like this who can sense what's coming at them on the field. It's very important, and it's going to keep you from getting sacked. It's going to keep you from the line breaking through, and it's going to keep you playing better football games, because, guys, these motherfuckers don't play. Y'all want a quick tier list? All right, let's do it. All right. So let's go from S to F. We got some teams that I've been playing with. All right, we're going to go Michigan. We're going to go Arizona. We're going to go the Cardinals, and we'll throw OU in there. All right, we're going to go S to F. I think Michigan's a pretty much A team. They have some of the best running back plays you can play with. And I think some of the running plays are some of the best, like quick pitches, really great quick throws, great quarterback. Definitely a good A-tier team. I think also in the A-tier, I'll throw in Arizona. Arizona's got a really great hustle and all that stuff. OU is definitely a B-tier team. I think when people utilize OU and OU's playbook, I think they could be a top A team. But, it's OU. Sorry. Cardinals, actually, I've been playing a little bit of the Cardinals. Cardinals are actually a really good team. One of the fastest, like a really fast running back, really quick on the field. Definitely a good A-tier team, 110%. All right, number 3, I'm going to go with defensive rally. What is that, and how could that, improve your team and keeping you winning on Dynasty? For example, defensive rally, what is it? It's a sack, slightly increased composure of other defensive linemen. So, basically, this thing increases their composure, makes them a lot more ready for a play. Gonna take less time. It's gonna take a lot more less time. They're gonna restrain themselves a little bit more better, and that means a little bit more focused. If you have a little bit of more better composure linemen, they're gonna break that line really quick, and they're gonna get in there and they can apply some good QB pressure, or QB pressure can translate and equal up to sacks. Sacks are really important for the game. Performing sacks as your DBs and stuff like that, very important to get up there and get on the field and do your thing right there. So when they have better composure, because every play matters. If you're losing, it's going to affect your whole team. If you're winning, your composure is going to be a lot better. If you're getting those first downs, if you're doing this, your team's just going to be a lot more better, and they're going to, be able to do their thing a lot more. So having better composure, being able to break those lines and get through, especially when you're doing a blitz play. When you're doing a blitz play, you want your DBs and you want everybody to attack the middle. You want everybody to get through that line as fast as you can, to hit the quarterback, to hit the running back, and to get those yards back. Because if you can get yards back, that guarantees a punt. That guarantees they're not really going to go for it, especially if it's like 4th and 12 or something like that, Very, very, very beneficial, and I think this is a really good skill, a really good ability definitely to get up, so your defense has a lot more composure, has a lot more better standing, a lot more better ground, so you can really get in there and really start making some things happen. Sacks, getting to that line, breaking tackles, could lead to fumbles, could lead to, backing them up 20 yards, negative 20 yards back. Stuff like that can really impact a game and make you the winning team, even if it's a really hard team. And also it's better too, because if you're playing in a big stadium, you want your team to have that composure. You want your team to hold themselves together because that crowd's going to be, you know, picking up the team, going to be messing up a little bit of the calls and stuff like that. And I just really think it's a very important ability that you should definitely utilize, definitely upgrade it. It's definitely going to come and gosh darn dang handy. Now, that will be going into the second ability that I want to talk about. That's in the number 2 spot. Now, it is kind of the same as the other one, but it's a little bit different. It's not that different, but it's a little bit different where I think it does deserve its own little thing. Number 2, I'm going to go with clear-headed. Clear-headed is an ability that has slight protection from composure loss. Now, as you keep upgrading this, it goes for moderate protection from composure loss, significant protection from composure loss. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell does this even fucking mean? All right, it sounds like the other shit. All right, it goes into what I was talking about before. Composure is such an important factor of college football 25. And the reason why is because all of your choices matter. Whether that's you picked a play that didn't work, let's say you missed a field goal, let's say you threw a big pass and you didn't make it, or you threw an interception. That is going to affect your entire team. And it's very important that you realize that it's going to affect your entire team. That's why every decision has to be a little bit calculated. But if you have composure protection, if you do make a couple of mistakes, you make a couple of mistakes and you move on. All right? Now, look. Is the beginning of the composure loss kind of ass? Yes. Let's be honest with you. That means you're not going to get much protection. All right? But if you keep upgrading the skill, you keep making the skill better, hey, then it's okay if you make a couple of mistakes. It's okay if you make a field goal. You miss a field goal. Your team is still going to be performing pretty well and not giving under pressure. Because pressure is a big thing. Pressure is always a big thing. Even in the old NCAA football games. Pressuring a team, making you have to make decisions faster or making the opponent make decisions faster for you, that is always going to be a benefit. Keeping them on your toes is always going to be the way to win. That leads us to number 1. The best ability that I think you should utilize, and I think you should really upgrade this. We got Best Friend. It's slight composure gain for QB when making a first down catch on a 3rd or 4th down. And this gets better over time as you keep upgrading. It goes from moderate to significant, and it's going to go from silver to gold, and it's going to keep getting better and better. This is great if you're on Road to Glory and you're a QB on Road to Glory, and you got to make those, you got to make those once in a lifetime decisions. All right, those 3rd downs when it's 4th down and you're going for it on a 4th quarter. Maybe you're losing, maybe you're winning. I don't know. But it's going to give you a lot more composure to make that first down catch, or when your QB doesn't get into the pressure, when the audience is roaring like crazy, when you're on 4th, it's like 4th and 10, and you need to make a big first down catch to get in there. That could really affect your game, and having that composure, being able to keep that pressure from not getting to you, not getting to your QB, is going to be the most beneficial goddamn thing that you're going to need on the damn team. All right? If you don't take anything away from this, composure really matters. Well, that's going to do it today. That's my top 5 list for the best mental abilities. Guys, what do you think about college football 25? Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? Or do you dislike it? Do you love it? I don't know. Let me know. What's your favorite ability out of all these? All right. Is there ability that you felt like that should have been included in this? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your goddamn podcasts at, make sure you follow. Make sure to turn on notifications because we're dropping new college football content all the time. We're dropping music reviews all the time. We're dropping gaming content all the time. guys, there's always something throughout the week that you can listen to and take your mind off of stuff. Well, that's going to do it for me today. And yeah, I'm going to get back to playing college football. I don't know about y'all. I'm going to go back to that game. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye.